So we are extremely sorry. There is a lot of disturbance happening. Yeah, so this is our tally product. So we can quickly see how we have delivered our e-invoice solution. So let us say a new customer or already existing customer who's already into GST compliance, and he will be using Tally Prime, and how easily he can configure. I really can't create them again, man. Oh, they have restricted in this environment or mode. Yeah, so I'll just start off as though a new customer getting into Tally Prime. Or so we will start. So let us say KBCL or Geeta Enterprises who are into GST. And here, one thing, as we know, there are statutory rules or set guidelines so that the details of adding, it could be the mailing name, that is the legal name of the business which is registered under GST, has to be given properly. The address, the first line, second line, based on certain characters, has to be given. And then the state, the state in which we are doing the business has to be selected here. So here we are not supposed to create newly or have our own name. So we have to select it from the state. So let us say this business is from Karnataka. So relevant PIN code has to be given matching to the state, and the financial here, books beginning from. The moment I create a company, you see the feature of GST is already enabled. So it's required to give the relevant GSTN number here and the periodicity of filing the returns and so on. So here, let us give the GSTN number. As we know, it is Karnataka state. The state GSTN number starts with 29. So all this we have to give it correctly so that we can proceed hassle-free. So let us say, so I'm just giving the registration, GST registration number. Right. So periodicity, and once the details are set, as we know, e-way bill was implemented well before e-invoicing, and then we can set e-invoice applicability here and the period applicable from. So let me just give today's date for you all to show how the entries can be done. 13th of July. So once it is of 1st of August, you can just get this. And the bill from place is very, very important. The place from which the goods or services is getting supplied, billed. So that is very, very important. So I give here Bangalore. And sending e-way bill details with e-invoice in case both the e-invoice and e-way bill are there. This option, yes. And once the set is done, so now we are ready to start e-invoicing as we have enabled. So get into the voucher entry, sale entry. So let us have the party created. He is also a registered regular party, right? And here also the details holds in line with the statutory requirement. Your mailing name, the legal name, the address, the state, the PIN code, all has to be given intact, and registration type regular, and give the GSTN number of the party. So he is also registered. Right? So, and the rest of the details accordingly we can define. So the moment I've done this, sales, so where we can define the GST details. So if it is sales taxable, let us say it is of 28%. So here again, it is very, very important about the reporting UOM, which is required to be reported to the department. So that has to be selected. And in case you want to pick the rate from your item, you can specify here. And place of supply, type of supply is goods. So here, very, very important. You can see the date. So it has just taken it 1st April 2023. So e-invoicing was enabled as on today. So the option has to come up here. So accordingly, you have to check the date. So just change the date to today's date, 13th July. So you can see the moment I accounted a value. So here is the option coming up, provide e-invoice details. So with this option where you will be able to give information, right? So I've just done a local entry. So B2B transactions. So let us quickly account the taxes. And SGST. So all these are master related. It should be perfectly selected so that the details gets posted. So here you can see invoice details, bill to ship to. So this is the place to whom we are billing and where is the goods getting placed, right? So once it is configured in the party, so the details get picked up. So for first time we can give, and the subsequent entries it will pick up, right? So once this is done, so I want to exchange this to e-invoice portal, that is IRP portal. So in the entry itself, immediately after saving, you have an option, send e-invoice details after saving the voucher. Once I say this yes, so while saving the entry, so you can see there's an option coming up, do you want to generate e-invoice, right? So I just say yes, and in case certain informations are missing, you're supposed to give them details. Otherwise, it gets exchanged onto the e-invoice portal. So if you just get from exchange options where you have the menus, from any screen of Tally, you can just click on send for e-invoicing and the details gets exported. All right. So this is a simple steps. Enable e-invoicing. Just get it configured. Give the information details here in the entry, and you have to just send it. So what is that we have to give in? Okay. So what logins we have to give in, how that picks up in Tally, and how it gets exchanged. We will just share that. So here I have just taken one of the taxpayers, Surabhi Hardware, who's running the business in Bangalore, Karnataka state. So they have punched couple of entries. So I'll just straight away take you all here. So go to e-invoice report, right? So you can see there are certain menus here. So the moment I have exchanged, the entry captures an IRN generated from e-invoice system successfully. So what are the details we get from? So you can drill down, and when I'm trying to print this, so you can see the QR code, e-invoice QR code, IRN number, acknowledgement number, and dated gets a onto the invoice the moment you have exchanged this invoice to the portal. So this is how the e-invoice authenticated document is printed from Tally and given to the uh, buyer. So this is the legal document for whomever e-invoicing is mandated from 1st of August. Right? So this is one thing. And we can see here in case there is a cycle, as we said, in case certain details has to be cancelled because it was wrongly punched and so on. So we can cancel it within the time frame of 24 hours, and there are various menus available to do the cancellation and so on. And in case I have exported offline through a GSON where there was no internet and I want to get those IRN and QR code details, so you can get back them once again connecting to the portal and so on. All right. So now you can see if you are pending for generation. So this is the entry which I have accounted. And the moment I do here, so I can get to the entry, say yes. So you can see here, e-invoice login. So it is very, very important which login we have to give here. It is your API login credential and password. So where you have registered in the e-invoice portal and you got the information, or if you're already into e-waybill, where you already have a API login credentials, you are supposed to give that username API underscore followed by the number and the exact password of that so that it gets exchanged onto the invoice portal. So let us try giving this. So this is of okay. So we will try to do the current entry here. I'll just change the period because this is of old entry. So we'll show you the live one of the entry that exchange onto the portal so that you can see the experience. So I'll just change this 13th of July so that we are uploading it today. Okay, so all the mandate details are given. This is of interstate, so IGST is accounted. And now coming to so here you can see it's already IRN details, invoice which is cancelled and so on. And you have duplicated it, so we will not be able to account it again and so on. So where we are supposed to have a different invoicing done. Okay, so let us do a fresh entry here as on today. So here it is very important to give the right invoice numbering of 16 digit and the format and so on. So it's from Karnataka, the local. So let us see it as right. So now let us get the details here to just show you all. So this is very, very important for us to remember. So the moment you give the wrong information, it will not just pick up. Okay. So those details are, I need to check on the logins. So that is the easiest process to just give the API login credentials. So right now, if you want to experience it, so definitely through Sandbox, you can do it. So just get into this GST, more details here, and Sandbox, because live you will not be able to do it right away, so you can experience it. So just enable the Sandbox here. Okay, and then I'm also trying to do that through the Sandbox. So let us get into that entry. Pending for IRN generation, right? So you can use Exchange or get into that entry, send. So it says one invoice. So now here you can give the details. So you can see here, in case certain details are missing, it says documents rejected by invoice. So we can quickly check what is that rejection, what the reason for rejection on, and so on. So if all the details are perfectly given, it gets generated successfully. So you can just check in invoice. So it says the recipient GST and state code not matched with the state code passed in recipient details. So you can just check because the state code is given as 29, which is of Karnataka, whereas PIN code is different. So this is the reason where it is getting rejected. So we can quickly check and then correct these and send it to the invoice portal. So through this, we will be able to generate invoice hassle free. So ensure that we give the complete information in line with the statutory requirements, and generate invoice perfectly from Tally. So that is how IRN generated from invoice system. So it completely shows here the details. If any information is missing, it just gets here highlighted so that you can correct what information is missed. So what are the details not provided and so on. So this is how just a click of a button you can do it. So single invoice upload, bulk invoices upload, cancellation within 24 hours for various reasons, or raising a debit note, credit note in line with the sales, escalation, de-escalation of the prices, and so on. And just give this legal document and then comply with the statutory requirements. So this is a comprehensive report where you can see the complete details and you have IRN generation. So is there any the complete status of invoice, whether it is generated successfully or it has gone to uncertain or it is generated and so on. So you can just have a filter set here, a basis of value. So how many generated, pending for generation and so on. So it is just all through easy navigation and so on. Yeah. So if you all will quickly check on the questions, so I'll just take 5-10 minutes to quickly see on this. Yeah, so we have few questions. What is sandbox login? Hemansha, so very see, the moment I got a notification department, this is like a test server search. Before 1st of August, who all are applicable for invoicing, you can create a test login and you can upload it. It goes to the test server so that you can experience this. Hemant Shah, is that clear? Okay, Rahul says all these years we have been using our own customized design invoice as per customer requirement. Can Tally invoice be customized to input custom data apart from the regular data? Yeah, that is always allowed based on so certain things. If it is related to statutory, we may not be able to customize. Otherwise, on your customized invoice, how the QR code can be placed and all that, it is available. Okay, Hitesh Sunalji says how to generate login and password for e-invoice. So it is very simple steps. So you would have got a communication from the department. So you can log into the website. So I'll just show that. But we have the relevant videos and help articles, sir. We will just share that. Okay. Sure, sure. We will just play you that. So here I'll just try to access. So within the product, you have Tally Help. So you can see here e-invoicing, e-invoice setup. So all complete details are available here. Hope all are able to see my screen. So this is for the first time users who can easily enroll and generate the e-invoices. So I'm just sharing this to all. Okay. Yeah, how to upload multiple invoices to get IRN. Sir, as I showed from Tally, you can just go to Exchange. So here, just go to Exchange. So how many of our invoices are there? Together, you will be able to generate. So one by one at the level of entry, you can do it. Or once for all, you have accounted all the entries, you can click on Exchange. Okay. Sir, I understand the session did not go well. So definitely we apologize for that. Praveen, sir? Yeah. Praveen, sir, I'm extremely sorry. Sandbox, I was explaining, this is the trial server where GST department has opened up for all who are a mandate for e-invoicing so that they can experience sending the e-invoice, which I just enabled in the product. So it reaches the test server. Thank you, Hitesh sir. Thank you for your feedback. So definitely we want to take up the complete flow. There was a lot of disturbance. So all your feedbacks are considered, and we see that it will be taken well in the next session. Praveen sir. Yeah. So Krishna sir, all the invoices, the exports also you can export it and see that all details gets into. Praveen sir, definitely we are extremely sorry for that, sir. So it has I have become a joker, taking you all through different ways instead of the proper way. So definitely we will reschedule it and see that it will be done well. Sure, sure. We will be sharing. There are multiple sessions in multiple languages. So we have Hindi, we have in Tamil and Telugu languages. So request you all to please join there. And extremely sorry for wasting your time here. Palan Kumar sir, I really agree. The session did not go with the flow. So definitely you all can join for the next session. So we will see that no such itches again. Okay, so videos also. So I'll just show you all here. So you can see a tally help here, right? So you all can just click here on videos. A separate menu is here, videos. So just click on videos and you'll be able to get all the videos recorded in line with the GST invoicing and so on, and other videos as well. So along with this articles also, we have all the videos also set up here. So you all can just open these videos and you'll be able to see the videos. Incomplete e-invoice IRN. So how to create your e-invoice profile? So we have the videos recorded here. So I request you all to just log in to this and you will be able to see this. So someone was asking, so before 1st of August, department is opening up for all registering the e-invoice registration. You can register here, enroll for e-invoicing here, and create the API login credential and keep it ready. And the other one where department is giving for the testers, no sandbox. So there is a separate login for that where you can log into that and register for the sandbox. Okay, so that login is. So here, if you can it is available here. So if you have to experience it, you can just go to eNoise Sandbox. So all the communication you got from the department, a link will be shared here. So this is how you can do. You can register on Sandbox eNoise trial, and you can register it. So relevant videos are also available here. So please go through this, and I request we have a couple of sessions scheduled here in different languages, and you can join those sessions. Pavin sir, definitely I can unmute you and speak out, sir. Yeah, Pavin sir, just a minute. I'm just unmuting you. Hello, Praveen sir. I'm trying to unmute you. Can you just check the speaker from your side? You can just unmute it. Hello, Praveen. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
You can hear.
Firstly, extremely very sorry. Very sorry. A lot of problem had happened which we didn't anticipate. I'm extremely sorry for that, sir.
But you're anyway. I'm already this GST applicable for my firm, and I'm already preparing e-invoicing. Sorry, e-way bills.
Right.
I'm already preparing e-way bills from the Tally port, from the Tally directly only. So again,
Yeah.
I'll have to register for this e-invoice also.
No, no, sir. That's what I said. As e-Waybill API logins is already registered, same login credential you can use it, sir. So from 1st of August, you can use the same login credentials. It will allow you to exchange the invoices. But now you want to experience how the invoice works onto the portal and all. You can always go to the sandbox and get registered so that you can have an invoice exchanged. You can have a dummy company created with all those details, and you can exchange.
Achha, so this sandbox is started by Tally
It's
or by the this government portal?
yeah, government portal only where they have given the provision to send the entries, exchange the entries to the sandbox trial server.
Okay.
We are also created an option in the product, sir.
Okay. Now, since the e-invoicing is not activated in my Tally in my company, so how do I
Yeah,
activate the e-invoice in my company?
yeah, that's what I showed you. You're able to see the Tally product, right, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, as I said, the moment you created a company, so from F11 features, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
There you have an option of enabling e-invoice. So if you're using Tally Prime 3.0, so straight away
Yes.
in the
Yes. Yes.
registration screen, yeah. So you can just go to that
Company
here.
features. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So enable e-invoice applicability is there, right?
wait.
Yeah.
In my PC, it's not coming. GST. Wait, 1 second.
it is Tally Prime 3.0, sir?
Yes. Yeah, yes, you have. It's inside, and again I have to go inside. Yes, e-invoice applicability. Yes.
You
Okay.
enable e-noise, and if you want to experience from today, so you can register it for the sandbox. Okay, so once you say that yes,
Okay.
whatever date you have given, will allow to exchange the entry from today. Make it in a dummy
How do
company so that
yes, I started a dummy company only. How do I activate the sandbox?
yeah, from there you have more details on the site, sir.
Okay, fine. Can you send me the link of the site?
Yeah, I already sent in the chat, sir. Site, right?
One second. Yeah. Okay. I'm unable to copy it from the site direct from the. I'm unable to copy paste from the chat actually. So can you send me a mail for that or a WhatsApp link also is okay in the WhatsApp or in the mail.
Sure, sir. I will send it right away. Once again, so if I can tell you the URL also, you can just type it. So from Tally, enabling sandbox is easy for you. Go to more details, set inactive. So here you can see in the right hand side,
Yeah.
may more details is there. Yeah, more details.
Uh,
Show more.
uh, uh,
Show inactive, and here is the option to enable sandbox yes, so that it will allow you to send the invoice
okay.
onto the test server. Later,
Okay. Enable sandbox.
a separate company, it is fine, sir. Don't use it your live data. So once, so as on 1st of August, set this option to no in case you're continuing the same data.
No, I'm using a dummy company only.
Yeah, fine, sir. So sandbox, you say yes. So for that, there is a separate registration required. There is a link. So if that is what I shared through the chat here. So the link where you can go and give the details. You have to enter our client ID number, that is the GSTN number of Tally, which we have given, so that it will allow to exchange entry from Tally to your test server.
Okay.
Sir,
Just send me the link, na?
yeah, sure,
Just
sir.
send
And
me the
you
link also.
have multiple sessions, sir, in English, Hindi, and then Telugu, Tamil. So definitely, I'll take you all through detailed sessions, sir. Just a day far. So we will definitely do well, sir.
Because we have this again, we have to implement it from August 1st, so we don't have much time to actually again go through all these.
Sir, I
So
understand.
we will have to
So
keep
this
it.
session
We will,
must have been helped you very well, but it went a little flop. So I see that every information is reaching you, every logins or the how to do's video, everything gets reached you, sir. You have shared your web WhatsApp number, right, sir?
so when will be the next? Can you keep it in a day or two? The next session again? No, tomorrow. Not tomorrow. The day after tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
So you will be sending the details in mail, no? When your next session will be.
Yeah. Sir, I'll just tell you about the sessions right away here. Uh, if you just get into our website, also the sessions are launched there. So I'll just tell you when exactly the sessions are.
Okay.
So we have sessions on 17th, sir. 17th, you have e-invoicing in Tamil, and then you have in 20th in Telugu, and then 24th in Hindi.
24th in Hindi.
Sir.
And 20th in Telugu.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyway. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thanks a lot. So please apologies. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Because certain bad feedbacks are already written here, so which will be as a record for us. So definitely we'll take those and see that it will not be the same. Yeah. So we have couple of questions how we can access Sandbox in Tally Prime. Zakir sir, I was explaining to Praveen sir. Hope it is clear for you, right? Yeah, Jagraj sir, yes. So sure, Praveen sir. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh. Sir, Virendra sir, see, if you enable in original company, what happens? You're pushing the invoices there. It is there in the sandbox, but as we said, the complete experience is same as live server, correct? So again, 001, if you try to push onto live server, so there is a duplication. So we suggest make a copy of it, and to experience e-invoicing, just use that, sir, so that from 1st August you push your entries onto the live server because it should get live from 1st August. Shrija Sharma sir, I really don't know about because see it didn't happen well, but still, so whatever we try to explain, hope certain things are very clear. So we'll ensure that before 31st of July, you all are set for generating e-invoice. Yeah. So certain questions where we are to answer, definitely we will respond it. And anything, the links which we have shared, request you to refer to Tally Health, the videos and so on, so that you can get started with and you can join us the next sessions which we are scheduled. Yeah, so you all can just look at the website. Sir, Zakir sir, you have to just get into more details on the site. More details, more details, show more, and you will be able to see the sandbox. Set inactive option, yes. At the end of the menus, you'll have sandbox, or you can type in the address bar. So here we have various sessions lined up. So you can join these sessions. So we have e-invoicing sessions from 17th. Mayur sir, it is just an instant. It will just take a quick instant time for you to generate e-invoice. So it will just exchange with the IRP portal and then all the details gets added onto your invoice. Sony, definitely we will answer to your queries. So if I can unmute you, we will be able to answer. Do you have time? Sony, Miss Sony, Divani Sony. It is same process, sir. You have to just see that the LUT number is given and the export details are selected. Same process. Provide invoice details, your shipping bill number, the port number, and your currency code, everything. shipping bill number, maybe immediately you will not get it, but still you can send it, capturing all other details, and it gets generated. So if you're getting the shipping bill number immediately, you can add it. So usually it happens a day or two to get that, right? Yeah. So we have multiple sessions lined up. Do join there, and we ensure that you'll be able to prepare well for your business and do e-invoicing well. Okay. So all the unanswered questions, definitely we will respond it. Yeah, Jagur sir, just I shared you this link so that you'll be able to see all the next sessions coming up. Okay, Krishna sir, you say you have tally edit log. Your local vendor is asking rupees 750 to enable invoicing. Is that right? Sir, if you're taking service of our partners, definitely because a person is there who will guide you on the implementation and so on. So you can reach out to us, webinars and so on. So we will guide step to step, sir. So if you need a person to come and implement there, so you can take a call. Zakir, that is what we have shared here. So you have the complete how to log in for the sandbox and so on. Please do refer to this. And later from 1st of August, it will be on the live server. Zakir Hussain sir, so if you see here, you have to just given this client ID, which is showing here, no? You have to give in client ID and yeah, some login details so that you can send it. So password and username and a password is required. Okay, so e-invoice sandbox, it is a separate login. When you click here, that is how it shows here. Okay, so here you will give your GSTN number. You will give the tally 15-digit number, which is there here. So which is shown in this help, right? Yeah, and then you'll be able to log in. So give your tally client ID, username, password, and the captcha so that you will get registered under the sandbox and you can start using those logins to send invoice to this test server. So it's clearly written here, e-invoice API testing system. So for live registration, so you will get into GST e-invoice, right? So GST e-invoice system you can get it. So this will be your live registration. So you can go to the portal and register here. That is what I showed you. This is for your live registration. So you already have your e-invoice, e-way bill API login. No registration is required. Straight away you can use the same login. Okay, Raki sir is asking how to cancel the e-invoice. So it's very simple. If it is already generated within 24 hours, you can cancel it. So you have the option let us say, so here is the pending for cancellation, right? Means, let us say this invoices, the invoice which got generated, you want to cancel, you can do it within 24 hours. Just click here and highlight this. So you can cancel the generated one within 4 hours, 24 hours. So you can see there is an option to cancel. So click on cancel, give the reason for cancellation, give the remarks, and only IRN gets cancelled here. So after giving all these details, you have to exchange this and then cancel the invoice in the database, means in your books of accounts. Okay, so let us say this is order cancelled. So once I give those details, this particular invoice will move on to for IRN cancellation. So where you have selected this for cancellation and you can send it to portal. So here, so because it's already generated one, so you can include exported entries. Oh, it's of old entry. So now we can't cancel because it's already crossed, right? So within 24 hours, you can cancel it. And in case you want IRN information, it will be available 3 days there and you can import it. So this has to be done giving all the details. Raki, is it clear? So whether it is the sandbox, it's the same options. Once you are exported successfully, it will be available there. You can use various options to give the details and cancel it. Okay, Zakir sir, that's what you were asking, right? So if you have to give your GSTN or whatever the GSTN is listed there, you can give that dummy GSTN details also. So that GSTN should be added into your company. Okay, Zakir Hussain sir, is that clear? So if you're registering with that dummy GSTN, see that the same is added into your company so that you can experience it. Zakir sir, you're there? Yeah, Virendra sir, that is what I said. If you see there are listed dummy numbers there. So I'll just show you that. So you can see here, right? One second. Yeah, so there are listed GSTN numbers which you can just give it. So I'll just show that. If you can open that sandbox. Yeah, that is what we are saying. Okay, sandbox it to just experience it so that you see how your invoices get exported. If any information is missing, how you will. So if you go to invoice sandbox FAQs here, so you can see what is the GSTN numbers I can use. Okay. So how do I register on invoice sandbox? How do I give what the client ID? So I'm getting error as I client ID already created. So what are the GSTN numbers you can use? See, if you see, there are list of GSTN numbers here which you can use it. Hope all are able to see my screen. Yeah, all the questions you can see here. Can I give my GSTN number or a list of. So if you can give that, or you can use the e-invoice, the list of GSTN dummy numbers provided for testing. Okay. So here you can see here while generating e-invoice. So certain numbers are given here. Hope you're able to see this. While generating e-invoice in sandbox mode, or I get the error invalid consignee GSTN even though I have provided correct GSTN of the party. How to proceed? So you can use these GSTN numbers. Ensure that same number is configured in your F11 GST number so that you can exchange the data. Okay, so definitely, as you all have shared through the poll, so we will be sharing you all these details readily available for you so that you can have well prepared readiness for uploading all your e-invoices from 1st of July, sorry, 1st August 2023. Yes, yes, Mayur said this is just a replica of your live server. Okay, so it is fully secure and it is in line with your same as your live server. So that is how department has created it separately, and we have given an option in the product to push your that is your confidential data, right? So obviously the portal and the trial site is very secure. Yeah, you can do that. Same thing I said, you just create a company, give this, enable the e-noise option, and you can send it. Trial is nothing but through sandbox. Raki, that is what we are explaining, no? So sandbox is your test. So in Tally, you're supposed to enable sandbox option. So you'll go to F11 features, more details, show more, and enable the sandbox so that you will send it a demo invoices, but it should carry the valid information. Your GSTN number, the taxes. Okay? Yeah. So thank you all for your time. I request you can really make some time and join the next sessions so that we will be able to give you the complete information. So thank you all.